Get up, you! Get up and start suffering! Look, customers, hurry!
May Allah give thee ease. Stop it! What's this? Where is old Hajj?
He's gone to make the holy pilgrimage, Great Omar.
Off to Mecca? At his age?
Even so. And with old Hajj gone, I am the senior beggar here.
All my life I have started the day by giving 1 dinar to Hajj the beggar. No, I'm too old to change beggars. Rhymes, fine rhymes!
Someone come! Oh, forget it.
Why, who is that?
A public poet. Probably a penny as we look. Hide your money.
Rhymes, fine rhymes! Rhymes, fine rhymes, sweet rhymes. Salam, noble gentlemen. Any rhymes today?
Oh, be reasonable, man. What use have beggars for rhymes?
Exactly what I came to discuss. More than any other tradesman has a beggar need of verses. A catchy jingle with a note of pain. A pathetic phrase to coax the stubbornest coin. I guarantee results, gentlemen. Buy one of my poems, and I'll return the fee if my verse does not augment your income.
Oh, go away. It's too early in the day to listen to public poets.
Oh, too early to eat, too early to bed, too early to die, too early to wed. All this I grant you, a beggar's the king. But never, oh never, too early to sing. Only 3 dinar for that lovely thought. Rhymes, fine rhymes, sweet rhymes have I. Wry rhymes, sly rhymes, sweet rhymes have I. In a world too prone to be prosaic, I bring my own panacea, an iota of iambic and a tittle of tropaic, added to a small amount of onomatopoeia. Lays that sing with rhymes have I. Couplet that sing like chimes have I. Happy rhymes like money makes you sunny. Spicy rhymes, virtue can hurt you. Learned rhymes, the camel's a mammal, and others very various, on matters multifarious, like beard, sheared, burnous, loose, stairs, prayers, mosque, kiosk, minaret and parapet, and many more that I'll beget betimes. Rhymes have I have rhymes to suit everyone's particular needs, gentlemen, including yours.
Well, something like that might be useful.
Oh, what an intelligent fellow. One moment, friend. I'll get my daughter to write one for you. Marcina!
Father!
Marcina, a sail, breakfast.
A sail, Father? Where? To whom?
To this diamond in the rough, to this modest lover of beauty. Write, daughter, in large illuminated letters.
Right away, in large, illuminated letters.
Only 5 dinar, an excellent bargain. The given coin's a living prayer.
5 dinar? Oh, no, a beggar can't afford that kind of money.
Ah! Noble gentlemen whose eyes have been turned toward heaven, a rhyme to bring them back down to earth. Choose your topic. Weddings, birthdays, opening of business, love eternal, women's wiles, glory, infamy, songs of sense and pertinence in reference to all events and climes. Rhymes have I have.
Rhymes, fine rhymes, true rhymes has he. Rhymes, bright rhymes, new rhymes has he. Thoughtful
Like
rhymes,
learning leads to earning.
truthful rhymes,
Thinking stops your thinking.
healthful rhymes,
Sinning is thinning,
and others miscellaneous on matters more extraneous, like crutch,
clutch,
look,
hook,
vagrant,
fragrant,
dervish,
curvish,
horn,
worn,
caravan,
Afghanistan. accept poems. Poisons, emetics, false noses, but no poems. Has your hunger grown?
Oh, like a magic tree.
The orange market will open at any moment.
Oh, I'll be on time, Father.
Oh, don't take so many that they impede your speed. A father who sends his daughter to steal. Could anything be baser than that? Take note, Allah, how low a human can sink to the bottom. Why, friend, I thank you.
You, what are you doing there?
Sitting, just sitting.
But you can't sit there.
You're not a beggar.
You don't have to be snobbish about it.
The best begging location in Baghdad.
Oh?
Why do you think it's empty?
Well, it isn't empty. I'm here.
It must remain empty until old Hodge returns from Mecca.
It's against the law for anyone not of the Hodge family to beg on the steps of the mosque.
So get out, or we will inform the Wazir's police.
And here's the least that happened to anyone taken by the Wazir's police.
My dear verminous friends, I am a cousin to the Hodge. Oh, come, consider. Only a Hodge may sit here. That is the law. So would I consider it were I not a Hodge? Only a very desperate man would do that.
The old man never spoke of relatives.
Ha! Noble beggars, how many of you have relatives of whom you're ashamed?
Well,
I never admit my brother was my own brother.
all right.
Oh, I thought you'd gone to Who's this?
He claims the name of Hodge.
Oh, a customer of Hodge's, I presume. I am taking over his practice.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm too old to change beggars.
You say you're too old to change beggars. Your attitude strikes me as strange. It's easy enough to change beggars. What's difficult is to beg change.
Not bad, not bad. You deserve encouragement. Here.
1 dinar is not enough to encourage me.
Take it!
Take it!
No, it's too little. He's stingy. No.
What, now the beggars tell us what to give? Here, but not for the poet. For the poet and not the beggar.
Ah, friend, I thank you.
You'll disgrace us. We're not even supposed to notice the
It's
amount.
the spirit behind the gift that counts.
Never have I seen a profession so keenly in need of new blood. Ah, are those figs you carry? Oh, friend, give me a few figs. I have great hunger. Allah will reward you. If you are not happy with my blessing, perhaps you'll be happy with my curse.
I don't give my figs away. I'm a man of business.
May the graves of your ancestors vanish in the spring floods.
That's not bad.
May your wives betray you with every chimney sweep in Baghdad.
Oh, I've heard that. Everybody uses that.
May your taxes increase.
It worked.
A beautiful profession, perfectly suited for my talents.
Never in all my days have I seen a man cursed into giving.
This business is under new management. A basket of figs and 3 dinar. 3 whole dinar, and all because I answered when opportunity summoned. I sat down feeling desolated, bowed my head and crossed my knees. Is fortune really predicated upon such tiny terms as these? Then fate's a thing without a head, a puzzle never understood, and man proceeds where he is led, unguaranteed of bad or good. Fate can be the trap in your path, the bitter cup of your tears, your wine of wrath. Fate can be shade in the desert blaze, sudden food in a famine found, the sound of praise, incomprehensible and strange. Fate can play a trick trick with the twine, and weave the evil and good in one design. And so my destiny, I look at you and cannot see. Is it good? Is it ill? Am I blessed? Am I cursed? Is it honey on my tongue or brine? Then fate, what fate is mine? Fate can play the trick with the twine and weave the evil and good in one design. And so my destiny, I look at you and cannot see. Is it good? Is it ill? Am I blessed? Am I cursed? Is it honey on my tongue or brine? Then fate, what fate is mine?
You understand? Come here. Are you the beggar called Hodge?
Ah, good morning, great man of the desert. Welcome to civilization. Would you care for a fig?
Are you the beggar called Hodge?
Even so am I. The name of Hodge is, permit me to correct myself. I'm not Hodge. Gentlemen, what are you doing? Where are my figs? What? You're making a terrible mistake. Oh, I know who you are. Slavers.
Master, Hodge the beggar. Good. The fire's ready.
A mere profitless error, I assure you. I am a beggar. My pockets are empty. I am worth nothing. Oh, glorious chieftain, let me be. I am not worth selling at a slave market. I'm worthless, less than worthless. Ah, my leg, injured in a fall, unable to bear my weight.
Talks a lot, doesn't he? You know me?
I know no one. I know nothing. I have no memory.
I'm Jarwan.
Jawan? Oh, no!
Ah, your memory freshens.
But you see, it's a famous name. Yes, it rings a chord. Yes, you're Jawan, the great astronomer.
You dissemble poorly. I'm Jarwan, the robber, the brigand, as you very well know.
But I don't know. I have no mind for such matters. By tomorrow, I shall have forgotten your face. I could never identify you.
Time to that pole. Bare his belly.
In Allah's name, what have I done?
We are going to decorate it with a red-hot coal, sparkling in its navel like a jewel.
But why?
Can it be? He's forgotten. Recall you the curse you put upon me those many years ago, Hodge the beggar.
Believe me, I've only been Hodge the beggar since this morning.
Yeah. Your mind is rotted like a fig.
But I've never seen you before.
I know that. But many moons ago, you put a curse upon my name. And soon after that, my only son was stolen from me. All these years, I've sought my son. Everywhere. I've offered a ransom that would purchase all of Persia. None came to claim it. And now I shall die soon.
Oh, let's hope not.
I must find my son in the few weeks remaining to me. The wise men say it's your curse that keeps him from me.
Do they really? And what was you say? What was the ransom you offered?
Never mind the ransom. Remove the curse.
I'd be glad to. Delighted. Certainly. I'll do the best I can under these conditions.
Don't haggle with me. Remove the curse.
Oh, but mighty Jawan, you don't understand. A curse must be removed voluntarily. That is the law of curses. After all, is not a curse merely a prayer for harm? And a prayer, Jawan, is born in the heart. not the mouth.
And you'd not pray for me and mean it?
For money, I would.
Yes! Would Allah heed a prayer that was paid for?
I, indeed so. Do you not give money to holy men and to mosques? And do they not pray for you and bless you?
That is true. True. Give him a gold piece.
One gold piece. This is what your son is worth to you?
If my patience snaps...
You'll have eternity to regret it. Think, mighty Jawan. Listen to death chuckling in your chest. What will your wealth be when the chuckle becomes a roar? Do I not offer you happiness on earth, your son, and a cushion in paradise? How much is too much for eternal bliss?
Your tongue is cunning. Take 10 gold pieces.
100.
100? When will I find my son?
When?
Yes! When? How soon?
This day.
This day? This day? Saddle me a riding horse. A clean mount that'll go unnoticed.
Master, do not enter the city. The wazir's police will arrest you, torture you, behead you.
If it is written that I am to die in Baghdad, how shall I avoid it?
Stay out of Baghdad.
A man cannot avoid his fate. That is Kismet.
Oh, I thank you. Oh, and now leave me to face Mecca and do my praying.
Excuse me. Which way's Mecca?
Farewell.
Very well, Hodge the beggar.
I am rich on the rim of torture and death, and now treasure. Why, I'm the richest man I ever knew. 'Today's my day of days. My blessings unfold in 100 golden ways. Fate has played the trick with the twine and woven evil and good in one design. And I can face the sun, no more to dodge, no more to run. I can eat, I can buy, I can sleep in a bed with the certainty I'm fed and free. For the fate has claimed its child and smiled on me.
But, all highest, ruler of all Baghdad, why do you insist on going among your people, posing as a commoner?
Because, Omar, only then will I know what it is to be like one of them. And only then can I rule them as I should.
If this is truly what you desire, O Great One, then I have no choice but to accompany you and aid you in your endeavor.
Thank you, Omar. And now let us be off to mingle in the bazaar of the caravans.
my exalted husband.
Salam, Laloum, possessor of my entire heart. Happiness attends your return.
That's a new guard, isn't it? That tall one.
Never mind the new guard. I sent you to Ababu to negotiate a loan. Did you get it or not?
Do you really wish to discuss your private business in the bazaar of the caravans?
Laloum, without that loan, I perish. Now answer me. Do I get it?
Untrouble your face, my lord. You do. All the gold 10 camels can carry.
Splendid. Splendid!
There is one condition. A high marriage for the 3 princesses of Ababu.
I don't want any more wives. You know very well I don't even use the ones I've got.
My lord, no one knows that better than I. But it is not you, the Sheikh of Ababu, wishes his daughters to marry.
Oh? Who then?
Why, the commander of the faithful, our noble Caliph himself.
Well, that should not be too difficult to arrange. The Caliph has no wife of wives. Tell me, are these Ababus attractive?
You shall see for yourself, my lord. Assume your gentlest manner. The princesses are already homesick and as shy as a little herd of deer.
A little herd of deer?
Noble Wazir, allow me to present their royal highnesses, the princesses of Ababu. The Wazir of Baghdad. While they understand mud, they only speak Ababunian. Satu tiku bibu. Beep boop. Beep boop boop. Beep boop boop bob.
In the name of our illustrious Caliph, I welcome you to Baghdad.
Maguluk. Maguluk. Mick-mack-mock. Maguluk.
What did they say?
They said they cannot be happy here.
Not happy in Baghdad? Why, that's impossible.
Unthinkable.
Why, Baghdad is the very symbol of happiness on earth. Go fetch me 50 happy people, quickly.
My lord, it would take at least a month.
Then scatter some coins in the street, you idiot! Hurry! Those who live in Baghdad fear only that they may be deafened by the ceaseless cries of merriment and joy and pleasure. See them, the entire population laughing and dancing from morning till night.
We wish to go our.
Poem? Nonsense. Now, let's put our naughty little scimitars away. Why, our city is the world's gayest playground. There's been nothing like it for 1,000 years.
rich in romantic Oriental lore.
Baghdad, you must investigate Baghdad.
And learn a few of the facts you never knew before.
Due south of the Garden of Eden, due north of the Gulf of Aden, where every male and maiden is laden down with the blisses of Baghdad, this irresistible town. When or where could you compare high life to the life you'll find here? Not since Nineveh, not since Tyre, not since Babylon turned to mire. For a sin of a kind we'd never mind here. Where or when ever again low life, like the life well known here. Not since Nineveh, not since Sidon, not since Jericho started sliding from the den of a horn that's never blown here. Our palaces are gaudier, our alleyways are bawdier, our princes more autocratic here, our beggars more distinctly aromatic here. Where could you ever pursue your life with the zeal we feel here? Not since Babylon read that writing, not since Jericho heard that trumpet, not since Nebuchadnezzar's hanging garden went to pot, not since that village near Gomorrah got too hot for Lord. No, not since Nineveh, not since
you.
Why, you impudent thief! I'll have those horses back, or I'll kick your ass!
Lie there, father of none and son of hundreds. Lie there till I find if my daughter be harmed.
No, it's all right, Father. Let him up. Let him go away.
Oh, Toad.
I'll have you jailed for this!
Come, Father, before he summons the police.
Oh, Marcina, we don't run from the police. Not anymore.
Why not?
Because of what I hold behind my back.
What is it?
Guess. What does it sound like?
Not copper pieces?
No, not copper pieces. Oh, Marcina, if you would wish for anything in the world, what would you wish for?
Oh, that's easy. Breakfast.
All right. Imagine you've had your breakfast.
Oh, tell me how to do that, and I'll never ask for anything else.
Daughter, indulge me. Speak. What would you wish for?
Oh, fresh straw for our corner of the camel stable.
Dear child, let us have some breadth of vision. Think big, very big.
Oh, the other half of the blanket. We could buy the other half of the blanket.
Good merchants, set forth your finest silks and jewels, your finest garments and sweetest perfumes. My daughter will purchase none but the best.
Oh, who is this happening at?
Of course, those who are slow to receive us will be last to receive our custom.
Father, put it back where you got it.
Oh, no, child, never fear. It's honestly got, here.
Oh, Father, I'm afraid.
Oh, Marcina, our frightened days are behind us. Now you can afford to buy the house and garden you've always wanted. Only when you do, don't tell the owner my name. I may have to assume a new identity until a certain old brigand rejoins his ancestors.
Oh, then it is stolen.
Oh, no, it's not. Believe me. Here.
Oh, but keep some of the money for yourself. You speak only of things for me.
What does a poet need? What can rival the beautiful things he invents in his own head?
I have girls, able-bodied slave girls, for sale.
Come to think of it.
Think of what, Father?
You should have maids and attendants now. It's only fitting for a young girl in your position. Don't you think so?
Oh, I wouldn't know what to do with them.
Oh, I'll find some way to keep them busy.
Whatever you say, Father.
I'd best get 3 or 4. No sense in being short-handed.
Oh, so many beautiful things. What should I buy?
Enough, almighty Caliph, enough! You will be late.
Possibly. Most possibly. In fact, most certainly.
All highest, I have never seen that expression on your face before. It's sickening. Have you never seen a pretty girl before?
Never. And I thought that I'd seen thousands. Weren't you watching her?
No. When you're old and have no teeth, there's no sense in working up an appetite. Come, we must return to the palace.
To the palace? Omar, how goes that stanza of yours? Ah, love, could you and I with him conspire to grasp this sorry scheme of things entire? Would not we shatter it to bits and then remold it nearer to the heart's desire?
There's an ancient rule to be followed by men who fall in love. If you fall in love in Baghdad, get thee to Damascus. When you fall in love in Damascus, go to Antioch. If you fall in love in Antioch, before I was called the tent maker, I used to be known as Omar the Traveler.
Citizen, hello, before the princess of the province of the moon.
Peace be with you.
Well, peace be with you. Is this house for sale?
I am only a servant.
But it is for sale.
Yes, it's for sale. Talk to the widow Yusuf when she returns.
Thank you. Oh, is the roof sound?
No.
But it's so pretty. Now, let's see. A little table in this corner. And over here, Father could plant a bed of hyacinths. Oh, well, I could. Father will have his own chair with a sunshade where he can sit and grow old peacefully. And every day at noon, I'll bring him his grandchildren. But only for 1 hour, no more. They're such noisy, active children.
Do you often talk to yourself?
Come to think of it, yes.
So do I. I've been told it's a sign of weakness.
Yeah, I often thought it a sign of loneliness.
I think that is true.
I don't suppose you care, but you just stepped on my youngest child. A girl.
She looks like you.
Oh, people always tell me that.
She has her father's nose.
Father?
Why do you let her eat pebbles? It can't be good for her.
Oh, I told her, but she just won't listen.
Where is her father?
Her father? He's off to work, of course. He's a gardener. Oh, like most things I love, he doesn't really even exist.
I know. Most things I love don't exist either. About your daughter's father, you say he's a gardener? I happen to be a gardener, too. I'm sorry.
But I don't know why I pulled my hand away. I didn't want to. Oh, why do the leaves on the mulberry tree whisper differently now? And why is the nightingale singing at noon on the mulberry bough? For some most mysterious reason, this isn't the garden I know. No, it's paradise now. That was only a garden a moment ago.
Take my hand, I'm a stranger in paradise, all lost in a wonderland, a stranger in paradise. If I stand starry-eyed, that's a danger in paradise, for mortals who stand beside an angel like you. I saw your face, and I ascended out of the commonplace into the rare. Somewhere in space, I hang suspended until I know there's a chance that you care. Won't you answer the fervent prayer of a stranger in paradise? Don't send me in dark despair from all that I hunger for, but open your angel's arms to the stranger in paradise and tell him that he need be a stranger no more.
You say you're a gardener? What kind of flowers shall I plant along the fence?
Forgive me, I must go. Will you meet me here again this evening?
But I thought hyacinths, but perhaps oleanders.
At moonrise, here in the garden.
At moonrise?
You won't forget, please.
I won't forget. I saw your face, and I ascended out of the commonplace into the rare. Somewhere in space,
like to rest a while. I don't want to weary you. Come on! Oh. Frankly, I've never owned slaves before. I'm a bit vague as to what your rights are.
We have none, Master. Your word is our law.
Well, we certainly won't have any trouble getting along.
Where shall we live, Master? Where is your palace?
My palace. I can see you're the practical one. My palace. Any other questions?
Yes! Where is your palace?
Well, ladies, I can tell you that even now, my daughter is looking at a beautiful new home north of the pomegranate grove. I'm sure we'll all be very comfortable there.
You're so sweet, Master. Oh, if I were a slave, I'd kiss you.
Oh, my dear girls, feel free to express your gratitude at any time you desire.
Wazir's police!
Never fear, ladies. These fine constables want nothing from a well-to-do citizen.
Nothing but your name, good sir.
My name? My name is... Why do you ask?
A certain notorious bandit chief has been seen in the city. We must challenge all identities.
Gentlemen, my pretty slaves and I have urgent business elsewhere. No one is going to mistake me for a bandit chief. No.
If you cannot identify yourself, then we shall have to take you to the Wazir of Police.
Perhaps we can avoid that small inconvenience. What shall we say? 1 gold piece for each? Idiots! Oh, not the whole thing!
You acknowledge possession of this purse?
Officer, let there not be the slightest misunderstanding. That is my purse.
Then why does it bear the print of the House of Achmed?
House of who?
House of Achmed, looted by Jowan this past moon. Well, seize this man.
But Jowan gave me the money for...
Jowan gave it to you.
Jowan. Did I say Jowan? Why did I say Jowan?
Consorting with Jowan the brigand, eh? Well, impound those slaves with the rest of the stolen property.
Gentlemen, you're making a hideous error. I am a poet.
Oh, a poet, are you? Well then, let's hear a poem.
A poem? Now? About what?
About you and your fate at the hands of the Wazir of Police.
Allah, Buddha, and Confucius, bearers of fate's golden cup. If everything is written down, what's the use of getting up?
Say, that's good.
Idiot! Out! Out! Out!
Wazir's palace. It's the Black Palace on top of the hill. You can't miss it unless you're lucky.
Oh, look, another candidate for our Caliph's hand.
Wazir's palace, the Black Palace on top of the hill.
Yes, princesses, yes. Even now, he stares out his window, praying for a glimpse of you.
My boy, the litter is to meet us here.
Omar, how many concubines have I?
60.
Get rid of them. Give them presents, blessings, freedom, but get rid of them quickly.
My poor boy, would it not be wise to save somebody for a rainy day?
Omar, I have fallen in love. I should think that would be plain.
in love, and I'm sure he's in love with you. Now, if we'll just sit down, okay, now take your goods here. Right over here. You get me 50 singers, quickly!
Do our Ababu ladies seem any happier here in Baghdad?
They wish to stay. Baghdad is better than Ababu.
Good. Have them study well their rivals. Other candidates for the Caliph's hand have arrived. Send them in.
Excellency, the first applicant is the Princess Zubadaya, who has just come from Constantinople by camel, galleon, and frigate.
Oh, great, my dear. If the Princess Zubadaya does not succeed in marrying your Caliph, she will die.
Excellency, the next suppliant is Princess Zalma Harris, who has journeyed from Bangalore, born on the backs of her father's loving subjects.
I'm sure.
Your Excellency, Princess Samaris has been brought up from childhood to marry a Caliph, and yours is the only Caliph there is. It's an excruciating plight.
Princesses, I will advise the All Highest of your arrival and that you wish to be presented speedily. I sincerely hope his pleasure can equal mine. Escort all these candidates to the women's quarters.
The noble ladies with our Ababu princesses.
Laloum, our troubles grow like bamboo shoots.
My only trouble is boredom. Nothing seems to relieve it. Nothing in sight, that is.
And will it bore you to learn that those two noble ladies have arrived hoping to marry the Caliph? If our three princesses of Ababu fail us, I'll probably have to kill myself.
Promises, promises.
Most humorous, most amusing. Ha! Let the court of justice convene. I always feel better when I sentence someone.
The evening court of justice convenes. Silence! Silence and obedience! The evening court of justice begins its meditations. The case of Ibn Nuus, charged with larceny, to wit, stealing the pottery pots of Ali Dahoud.
Oh, illustrious Wazir, Ibn Nuus pleads for a postponement of judgment until his broken limbs are mended. He fell off his pillow during fairly intense questioning.
The next case.
The case of Hajj the beggar, charged with the theft of 100 pieces of gold.
Let him appear.
Bring forth Hajj the beggar.
At last, good fortune returns to me.
Good fortune?
The noble Wazir himself, sitting in judgment. Who could ask for a fairer, a finer, a more righteous judge?
I loathe fawning beggars.
He doesn't look like a beggar.
Before your loveliness, oh, princess, every man is a beggar.
Silence!
Oh, let him chatter a bit.
The evidence against this criminal is as follows.
I need no evidence. One look was enough. Under the laws of Baghdad, I order that the right hand of this liar, rogue, and thief be cut off.
Have you aught to say before the sentence is executed?
That I am a liar. I am a not big enough liar to deny. And that I am a rogue can be verified by consulting anyone who knows me. And that I am a thief is as true as had it been written in the Quran itself. But in this particular case, and I may say for the first time in my life, I am innocent.
And I dislike being mocked in public. Add 20 lashes to my judgment.
Are you done with your protest?
I should like to continue, though it is rather expensive. Oh, noble dispenser of justice, I can accept your indifference to the fact that I am innocent. I, a lowlife, a brawler, a seducer of women. I, innocent? Oh, I can hardly believe my own ears.
Tell me, what sort of women did you prey upon?
Until I beheld you, O princess, my memory was that they were all beautiful.
Oh.
It's his tongue that should be cut off. But let the sentence stand. Right hand, off.
Oh, noble Wazir, I assure you I despise innocence as much as you. It is at best a temporary state.
Then what are you bothering me about?
Well, the small matter of losing my right hand. Now, you see, if I were merely a thief and beggar, I would not dispute your sentence. But a man can steal with one arm as well as with two, and as for begging, it's best to have no arms at all. But for a poet and storyteller, the loss of a hand would cripple my career.
I'm leaving you your mouth.
Hold! For that simple sentence, you needed your hand. It's the gesture that tells the story. Oh, let me convince you.
Oh, let him. I love being convinced.
The things the merciful and clement Wazir must endure.
How surely one can tell the expert from the amateur.
Dear hand, deft hand, clever and facile extremity, fond companion to me from my birth. Dear hand, swift hand, spinner of fable and fantasy, faithful friend of my art, would they rend us apart, leaving no finger or fist there, but just the hint of a wrist there. Well then, my spirited wit, my mercurial charm, am I fated to sit with an elbow and arm, and no digits to top them off, if they lop them off.
Well said of me as ever, who's the man to shed a tear? Well said, the man said, well, we know our one's here.
What could I say to you? How could I pray to you? How could I plead with you? How intercede with you? This is becoming a bore, like a dog with no tail, the door, like a swallowless whale, a bore, like an elephant talking out of his heart.
Hold! I'd like to hear a little more.
When you tell a story, amorous or gory, you can tell it best if you gesticulate. Suppose the mighty Sinbad meets a gene who's been bad. They can tell the rest if you gesticulate. A tongue is a tongue, and a lung is a lung, and a tail they can shout or sing. Without the gesture, nothing. Nothing. Should Scheherazade annulate her body, they will be impressed if you just applaud with zest if you just. She'll be undressed if you gesticulate. If I tell you I was walking by the sea and found a genie in a bottle, that's trite.
Right, for practically everyone has seen a genie someone had to throttle in a bottle.
Right, but if I say the bottle was so teeny, and so was the genie, until with trembling hands I pulled the cork and threw the jug and covered up my eyes. And the smoke began to swirl, and the smoke began to curl, and it curled and it swirled, it curled and it swirled, till higher it did rise, till it was so high, and so was the genie, and took great arms reached down and lifted me up, up into the sky, and we did fly, the genie and I. We did sail. Is this a tale? Are you convinced? We are convinced. You see, for the vessel finger, listeners will linger. They could guess the rest if you just applaud with zest. If you just, if it's a question of a story, gory, Sinbad, Finbad, bottle, smoke, genie, heart, floor, skirt, high state, reiterate, gesticulate. With your hand, with your
Rather clever, you must admit.
Yes, too clever. I'm sure he has stolen far more than 100 pieces of gold. Where have you hidden the rest of your loot?
Noble Wazir, I have no loot. I have stolen nothing.
Another 20 lashes for that lie.
What money I have was paid me for removing a curse from a man's head.
What? You presume to have that power?
Oh, the power of prayer is infinite, O princess. And I pray exceedingly well.
Send men to his home. Bring me all his associates and all his relatives.
No, I have no relatives, no associates.
Oh, we have touched a sore spot.
Where do you live, thief? Beggar?
Execute the sentence.
May calamity strike you. May disaster overwhelm you. A curse on the Wazir police. A curse on the head of the Wazir police.
We have come to Joan the banditry!
Bow low, prisoner, before the Wazir of Police.
There he is. Cheat. The pretender of powers. Let me tear out his liver. Let me rip his belly to ribbons. He removed the curse from me for 100 gold pieces. He swore I'd find my son before the day was out. Where are you, lying dog of a thief? Where's my son?
So you earned the money honestly, did you, you fraud?
Oh, Allah be merciful. Allah and Muhammad his prophet. Look, the amulet. O Wazir, answer an old man one question. Where did you get that amulet?
This amulet has been with me since childhood.
I found you! Ali! My little Ali!
What does this mean?
I am your father! Ali! Light of my soul! I hung that amulet around your tiny neck with my own hands 1 week before you was kidnapped. Here, look, the other half. See how they match?
They fit perfectly.
Of course.
Allah be praised, a man with power over curses.
Kindly bid your menials release me.
Speak to me! My father's heart aches for a word from his son.
I will tend to you in a moment. Call a recess.
Clear the court! Clear the
Let him remain.
Oh, what a wondrous end to my years of searching. Allah be thanked.
You are Jawan, the robber and murderer, is that true?
Yes, yes, I'm too overcome to speak more.
You have said enough. Take this man to the dungeons and dispose of him.
But I'm your father!
All the more reason to be rid of you. For the leading judge of Mesopotamia to have as his father the leading criminal of Mesopotamia? People might talk.
Let me hear something from my son's lips other than a sentence to death.
If you were a true father, you would be proud of my integrity. To the dungeons with him.
All I ask is one kind word for my Ollie. My little Ollie!
Goodbye.
Ollie!
Never have I seen such a touching reunion.
Lalu, we can use this man.
Yes. Yes, I rather think so.
Wait. Of course this man's a fraud. He has no power over curses. Did you not put a curse on my head with all the venom you could muster? What became of that curse?
Bow low, the highest of the high.
chosen a bride. Wazir, see that the proper proclamations are made. Inform all embassies and missions that their candidates for my hand may return to their homes. May every citizen share his caliph's happiness.
Hopelessly, utterly, gracelessly ruined.
Now leave us, all of you.
Who has put this wicked curse upon me? Who? You! It's you who did this! Reverse my decision in the case of Hawes the beggar!
Reverse his decision in the case of Hawes the beggar.
Reverse the decision in the case of Hawes the beggar. Restore his property!
Restore his property.
Come quickly. Restore his property. Let's settle the terms. 100 pieces of gold was the price of your service to my deplorable parent.
Oh, but noble Wazir, my powers are depleted. Surely you can see I can do no more.
Not even if we raise you to the rank of Emir.
Emir? Me? An Emir?
Laloon, an Emir is second in power only to me.
Don't haggle with the wizard. He may take offense and turn you into something worse than you are.
Very well. Very well. You will be Hawes, Emir of Baghdad. if you prevent the Caliph's marriage.
Prevent? Prevent? How could one possibly refuse such an offer?
And yet, how could one possibly accept it? What a day!
Do you doubt your power?
Oh, indeed. Each time it functions, I am more and more astonished.
Still, it does function. I have seen it.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? Very well, noble Wazir. I accept your offer.
Marvelous. Good.
Excellency? Excellency, a committee of creditors awaits.
A few moments ago, that would have bothered me. No problem.
Come here. 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 You're mad. You're no more a wizard than I am. When the Wazir discovers you're a fraud, he'll drop you from a battlement onto a hook.
I have a suggestion. Let's not tell him.
He doesn't need to be told. He'll know the moment the Caliph marries.
Oh, but Princess, love is the most uncertain business. Perhaps the Caliph will change his mind, or they'll have a quarrel like young lovers often do. If so, I am an Emir. If not, well, that is Kismet.
And you'd gamble your life on such a slim chance.
Oh, Princess, I've courted the executioner for a handful of dates, risked floggings for dinner. I've lived with fear for too long and for too little to let her terrify me now that the stakes are so great.
I despise recklessness, but I find myself admiring you.
Oh, Princess, so do I.
I've always had a weakness for scoundrels. I made my husband a wazir. There's no end to what I might do with a man like you. Do you trust me?
I'm a poet. A poet always puts his trust in beauty.
my fine, expensive harem. There's your emir-to-be. Oh, they want to know you, maker of curses. Your powers fascinate them. So go to him, ladies. Don't be afraid. Go to him. Enjoy yourself. Choose one, choose two. The supply is practically inexhaustible. Not the Ababunian princesses, of course. What in hell's name is that commotion? Begin your wizardry if you want to be emir. It's the Caliph on his way to fetch his bride.
Are you certain?
Why are you disturbed? Did you not promise you could prevent this marriage?
Well, yes, but I didn't know you meant today.
Oh, today, tomorrow, a month hence. What's the difference? You are a wizard, are you not? Stop that noise, you caterwauling trolls! Well, are you going to keep your bargain?
Oh, noble wazir, I don't know if I have enough, whatever it is, left for such a task.
Oh, well, perhaps this will be a spur to your powers. Guards! If the wedding trumpets sound for the Caliph, I order you, without further ado, to skewer this reluctant magician. Watch him carefully. See that he does not leave this chamber. What are you doing?
Shh. I'm calling on my powers.
May the women assist me? Tanglesome skein, and daily spin the tapestry of agony and joy, that mortals call the history of man, cup thine ear to Hajj the beggar. Poor humans we, caught between abyss and infinity, lost in a sea of yesterdays, and snared in a labyrinth of tomorrows. Help us, help us! Above and below, and in the swirling darkness of the infinity of mind and matter, there is a plan which only thou canst see, and only thou canst know. We ask then that from the woof and warp of history yet unborn, the marriage of our Caliph be noiselessly extracted. Take the woman from this Caliph, or take the Caliph from the woman, I don't care. It is thy choice. Court of Mendes, Baphomet, blight and blast our Caliph's love. Twice this day hast thou seen fit to grant what I ween. Twice this day has Hajj's humble prayer ascended heaven's stair, and Kismet has ordained my goal should be attained. Another cry, another cry. I ask thee now, Kismet, mystery of Fate, heed me as I lower my knee, a beggar begging your ear to hear his plea. Fate, let the sound of my voice beguile. Look with love on your slave below, and show your smile. 'Tis but a trifle I ask, that in the masterly sign which you have written and sealed, you change one line. This love that must not be turn his heart into stone, turn the honey on their lips to blood. And take the day is mine.
Now, the royal carpet is to be laid from the litter to the steps of her house. And the musicians are to stand well back. Turn left at the end of the byway, and then go straight ahead. And swing wide of the camel stable.
Omar, you are taking the long way around.
Well, be patient, almighty bridegroom. No one in your family ever married in this district before. Will you give the order to resume the procession?
Play on the cymbal, the timbrel, the lyre. Play with appropriate passion, fashion, songs of delight and delicious desire. For the night of my nights. Come where the so well beloved is waiting, where the rose and the jasmine mingle, while I tell her the moon is for mating, and is seen to be single. Let peacocks and monkeys in purple adornings show her the way to my bridal chamber, then get you gone till the morn of my mornings, after the night of my nights, after the night of my nights, 'tis the night of my nights. For the night of my nights. And 'tis sin to be single. Tis the night of my nights. Tis the night of my nights.
And why is the mockingbird singing at noon on the mulberry bough? Oh, it's paradise now. That was only a garden a moment ago. Take my hand, I'm a stranger in paradise, all lost in a wonderland, a stranger in paradise. If I stand starry-eyed, that's the danger in paradise, for mortals who stand beside an angel like you.
Marcina! Oh, thank heavens you're here. I've looked everywhere.
Look, a state procession, musicians and dancers and...
Where
have you been?
Marcina, my darling, this is important. Now, here's what's left of our gold. 91 pieces, ample to buy your living for many years. Keep 10 for your dowry, and
marry a man of substance, and keep still 10 hidden somewhere, just in case he's cruel or mean.
Now what are you up to? What intricate scheme this time?
Go to the grain shop by the east gate. Hide there till the caravan leaves tomorrow for Damascus.
Damascus?
Wait there at the inn. I'll come for you within a week. And if I don't, forget me. Which is a father's way of saying, remember me kindly and with love.
Poor father. Some angry husband again?
If by any wonderful chance the Caliph does not marry his commoner, I am an emir and you an emir's daughter. Otherwise, I will have made a great and powerful enemy, the wazir of the police.
The wazir?
He would destroy you as well as me. So go, my love.
Father, I can't leave you. Everything that's dear to me is here. You and our nice little corner of the camel stable.
And everything that's dear to me will be in Damascus. Time is running out. Go!
I've never disobeyed you. I'll go in just a little while, just after moonrise.
At any moment, the wedding trumpet of the Caliph may sound. You must be gone by then.
But there is someone I promised to meet here.
She can't wait. Go!
No!
Marcina, this is life or death. Your life or death. Do as I say.
I can't. I won't. Oh.
Now go.
Oh.
Now conceal yourselves, friends. Conceal yourselves until I give this signal.
Oh, look. The carpet from the litter has fallen short. What have you got there? The bridal jewels? Have you gone weak-witted? Those jewels haven't been out of the palace in hundreds of years.
She adores baubles. These will make her smile.
What a simple, unaffected girl she must be. Bubbles, Bengals, hear how they jing-a-ling the bubbles. Bengals, bright, shiny beads.
How pretty! How much are they?
What?
How much are they?
Madam, this is not a peddler. This is the
Veil snatcher! Police! Police!
Be not alarmed.
The Most Highest, forgive me. Oh, forgive me.
Madam, the fault is mine. I seek a young girl who lives here. Your sister, perhaps, or a cousin.
No one lives here but me. I'm a widow.
But I saw her here this morning, right by this bench.
Was she a young, pretty girl?
Yes, very.
Well, she's someone who wants to buy the house.
What is her name?
She never said, but I saw her a moment ago from the window.
Here?
Yes, and she was talking to a man.
Speak frankly.
They talked. He put his arm around her, and then when I looked again, they were gone.
Reward her.
Now do you doubt the wisdom of your love?
Never. And the story that seems to damn her will have a clear and simple explanation.
Alas, 'tis only those who love well whom love can hurt. No, quiet. Stop, it's a mistake, quiet. Stop. Friends, quiet, it's a mistake, stop. Friends, the young lady isn't here. But, however, it's only a temporary disappointment, and your Caliph would dislike to have it exaggerated by gossip. Well, now go, and on your return to the palace, sing loudly, so that no one will know that there is no bride.
But forgive me if I do not join you. 'tis the night of my nights.
Do you have a report, Chief?
Your Exalted Excellency, spies from every corner of the city all bring the same message.
I know. I heard the bridal procession returning to the palace. They sounded happy. The miserable swine, they sounded happy!
Subterfuge, my lord. The Caliph hoped to conceal the fact that his commoner wife had disappeared.
What? Impossible.
Allah be praised.
How disappeared? Kidnapped? Murdered?
Neither, O wife of wives. Erased.
As though by wizardry.
Wizardry indeed, great lady.
Wizardry, of course, wizardry. A good spy, faithful spy. Take our loyal spies below. Give them food, wine, a banquet. Then give them the usual fee. Well, our wizard has saved us. And all the gold 10 camels can carry. Oh, there are 100 uses for such a man. 1,000. Lalu, we must ensure his loyalty. We must make him happy.
I mean to try.
Prepare the rooftop pavilion. Scent it with attar of roses. Instruct the herald to delight him continuously. Feed him sweetmeats and honey. Feed him rahad lakum.
It shall be done, my lord. Sweetmeats, honey, rahad lakum.
But where is he now? Why does he not return?
Oh, he'll be back.
How can you be sure?
If I told you, you'd just be angry.
Send the wizard to me. I will give him his emir's crown. He has earned it. Imagine the wazir of police with a wizard in his employ. Power within power. How subtly I shall change the face of Baghdad. Oh, subtlety. Always subtlety. Well, anyone can be violent or crude, but subtlety has put me where I am. When we caught the 700 men and hung them in their prison pen, who said, suspend them by their fuzz, was I, wazir, I was. When the keeper of the royal zoo was short a cockatoo or two, who sealed him in a pot of glue, was I, wazir, I was.
He has a way of learning what he wants to know. Delicate, but to the point.
They always seem to remember when I begin to dismember them arm by arm and ear by ear and joint by joint. When the court musician lost his grasp and let his lute begin to rasp, who had him bitten by an asp, was I, was here. Was he, was here. Was I, was here. Was he, was here. I was. The time we caught the man who said I wasn't nice, ha! I confiscated his mother and then did something or other involving her, dissolving in a vat of lime. When, at last, in manner neat and deft, I've hacked
none but me is left. I want it clear.
He wants it clear.
I was here.
And was here. In every single charming and disarming thing he does.
Was here. Out! Laughing exhausts me!
You look vaguely familiar. I thought I knew every emir in Baghdad. You must be a new one. Created by the wazir?
The inquisitive nose invaded a crack, once cut off, can't be put back.
A poet! Now that's a novelty among emirs.
Indeed, I am a poet. And someday the Caliph himself will hear my verses and give the boot to that 10th-rate poet laureate he has the bad taste to admire. Oh, no, Khayyam.
Oh dear. I do wish you hadn't said that.
Why so? Do you admire him as well?
Enormously.
A jug of wine, a loaf of bread, and thou.
Well, now that I hear it, perhaps you're right.
The moving finger writes, and having writ, moves on. Well, what else would a moving finger do?
I never thought of that.
You?
Me.
Omar?
Khayyam!
1,000 pardons, please. But you see, I was such an unsuccessful poet, and for so many years, your pardon, please.
Tell me, what is a poet? Someone of feeling and talent, doing involved with this dangerous and devious man?
Ah, only a fool would leave the barnyard where the goose is laying golden eggs.
Here's a poem with sense and quickness. Greed is a sad and stupid sickness. If the poet we were discussing remains in the wazir's barnyard, I fear he really is a fool.
Omar, my friend, there is always something to be learned, even from fools. A fool sat beneath an olive tree, and a wondrous thought had he. So he rose and he told it to the sky. And where was I? Behind the tree. I overheard his reverie. Why be content with an olive when you could have the tree? Why be content to be nothing when there's nothing you couldn't be? Why be contented with one olive tree when you could have the whole olive grove? Why be content with a grove when you could have the world? A fool stood beneath the olive tree. What a wondrous thought, said he. But alas, it is very, very deep. And so he yawned and went to sleep, because you see, he was a fool. Why be content with an olive when you could have the tree? That which has lulled you to sleep, fool, has awakened me. Why should I sigh that my lot is my lot, that I can't make it anything more, when this is a lie, an excuse for a fool to snore? I walked from beneath the olive tree with a wondrous change in me, for I walked with my eye upon a star. If you have heard
and do not heed. There is a word for what you are. And oh, my friend, the word is
our new emir, my exalted husband has instructed me to make you happy, delight you, feed you sweetmeats. Ladies, shall we begin? Service. What shall be the subject of our erotic discourse?
Shall we discuss the nature of virtue?
Think, ladies, cogitate. Sharpen up the edges of your wit.
Virtue is its own reward.
Virtue is the pathway to paradise. Virtue is the road from doom. Virtue is the foe of depravity. Barricade to hell's dark cavity. Virtue is the nectar celestial. Virtue is divine perfume. Virtue is the God's own ambrosia. Virtue is scenteth the sand. He turneth his face, his previous place in her embrace he doth resume. And love is in bloom, oh, while they consume.
Now, leave us. Off you. Loose.
Oh, gracious new Emir. Everyone marvels at your wizardry. May an humble servant plead a benefit from your magic?
He may.
My third wife is about to spawn a child. I now have 7 daughters. Would the gracious Emir this time grant me a boy?
My good man, this assurance I can give you. If it is not a boy, it is not my fault.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Now there's a source of income I hadn't considered. Sex arranging. No, doesn't sound right. Gender fixing. No? Too medical. Well, whatever it is, it's a wonderful line of business. And 50% honest.
You don't seem to realize you're now above petty business schemes, above poverty, above honesty.
Oh, I was always above honesty. And yet, have I not given full measure lately? Did not the Caliph's commoner disappear as I guaranteed? Did not Jawan find his son? Is it possible that I actually do possess the power? Allah! Odds again. Make me 3 inches taller. Well, where were we?
Sex arranging, I believe.
Does the subject interest you?
Careful. That husband of mine creeps around. He's been trying to catch me for years. He never has, though.
Women, the authors, the inventors of sin.
They say a bit of innocence lurks in all women, waiting for the right man to find it.
Well, I'm most anxious to search.
Not now, not here.
Oh, but when, Laloum? And where, Laloum? And in heaven's name, how soon can we be there, Laloum?
Well, I know of a certain oasis in the desert, about a week's journey away by dromedary. It's called the Oasis of Delightful Imaginings.
Tell me about it.
Well, nothing around for miles and miles. No sound but the faint palm trees rustling. A warm desert wind caressing your skin. In the distance, a cry of a wild camel.
Lalou! I'm looking for our Emir Hodge.
Oh, he left here just a bare moment ago.
But I've been at the bottom of the steps for several moments.
You know he doesn't need to use steps to go up and down.
Doesn't he give you a creepy feeling?
You mean a sort of tingly sensation under the skin? He certainly does.
Well, I wish he'd come back. I have his coronet here, but I can't wait around all day.
Looking for me?
Where did you come from?
That is hard to explain to a layman.
I have your coronet. As Wazir of Baghdad, I declare thee Hajj Emir of Baghdad. Congratulations.
I thank you.
Is there anything at all you would require?
Oh, nothing that's not within reach.
Lalou, see to our Emir's every need.
The young lady you sent me for is here. Gracious Emir.
Marcina!
You're safe.
Well, of course I'm safe. Why else would I have sent for you? Oh, Marcina, Lalum. Lalum, my daughter, Marcina. Marcina, notice anything?
An emir's crown. Father, what are you doing with an emir's crown?
Guess. Is there a place in the palace worthy of an emir's daughter?
I shall find her a suitable apartment in the women's quarters.
Oh, great lady, please don't trouble yourself.
No trouble at all. Any child of Hodges is a child of... Oh, well, no trouble at all.
Father, you can't really, truly be an emir.
Oh, of course I can't, but it seems I am for the moment. Marcina, there's still danger.
Father, I won't go to Damascus. I've fallen in love.
Oh, at a time like this, you speak of an infantile infatuation.
Oh, it's love, Father, as real and as deep as the one I feel for you.
I'll send you to Damascus.
I'm sorry, but I won't go. I've lost him. And I didn't know how much it mattered until I realized I'd never find him again. There's no way. I'm sorry.
This is all for you, you know, this grab for riches. Parents always say that.
It is for me, I know. And I must seem ungrateful.
Headstrong, disobedient. Oh, please, don't cry.
Your Exalted Excellency!
What's that?
The All-Highest is here.
Here? Are you certain? All-Highest, welcome to my humble abode.
Wazir, notify your entire force of the following assignment. They must find the girl. The girl your Caliph told you he was determined to marry.
Yes, sire, we will devote all our energies to the search.
Are you ready to receive details? I saw her first this morning, in the bazaar of the caravans. She was buying clothing.
All right. Who is he?
He's a gardener. That's all I know.
All right. He's a gardener. Tall? Short?
You would say his eyes were
sometime bright,
but only sometime
often dark.
Well, that is plain.
Plain words can't tell the thrill.
Then tell it how you will.
Don't
say her eyes were
promising skies,
sometime bright,
petals on a pool,
but only sometime
drifting.
often dark.
Imagine
Not very clear.
these in one caravan.
Clear words cannot convey.
And this is my beloved.
Then try another way. Say, smile,
Spice from the south,
Sometime gay,
honey through the
but only sometime.
safety.
often sad.
Imagine
That smiles are
these
strange.
on one eager
He
mouth.
can't be very
This
strange.
is my beloved.
I hope he'll never change.
And when she speaks,
And when she talks to you,
Mystery.
and when she moves,
and when he walks with you,
paradise comes
Can stop.
Oh, then in heaven's name, start the search.
But All Highest, your descriptions are so vague.
Do not argue with me. Start the search.
Promising skies, petals on a pool drifting. Imagine these in one pair of eyes, and this is my beloved.
Strange spice from the south, honey through the comb sifting. Imagine these on one perfect mouth, and this is my beloved.
And when he speaks,
And when she speaks,
and when he talks to
I
me,
hear
mystery. And when he moves,
and when she
and when he walks
I
with me,
walk in paradise, come suddenly near. All against dawn, all against dawn.
all this for the heart's lifting.
Imagine these in one perfect one, and this is my beloved, and this is my beloved. You don't seem to understand, Wazir. A royal marriage was promised the people, and a royal marriage there must be.
We will try, Highness, to find her, but permit me to say, the delusion that you can be happy with just one woman, well, it's a stage a man goes through. Would your Highness be gracious enough to glance into my harem? I have a secret means of watching, a small device from which I have derived a great deal of innocent amusement. Well, the simple creatures do not know they're being observed. Oh, those are the 3 princesses of Ababu. Note their charms, and consider, an alliance with them means a secure...
It is she, the girl I seek in your harem.
Who? What?
She seems so young and so innocent.
All Highest, one marries so many people. Of course she can no longer be your wife, but if you'd like her as a concubine, please...
A concubine? No, Wazir, it was not a concubine I sought.
I pray your Highness will not blame me for your unhappiness.
Enough, Wazir. The incident is closed. Tell your 3 princesses of wherever it is to come to my diwan tonight. Inform all embassies and missions to present their candidates for my hand. Tonight I shall choose my wife of wives.
My brilliant Emir! He transports the woman into my own harem! Our Caliph believes this female to be one of my wives. I would not have our noble Caliph be in error. Witness the ceremony and enter it into the records as of a month ago. Empowered as first judge of Baghdad to create and cause marriage between 2 or more true believers in the faith, I hereby accept this creature as wife of the 7th rank. Now be she mine. Congratulations. Have her scrubbed and anointed. I will visit her after the Dewan tonight.
If you do, I'll kill myself! I swear it!
Well, this may prove to be one of the more interesting bridal nights I've had in some years.
Nobles of Baghdad, flowers of Islam, now begins the Dewan of your Caliph's betrothal, the highest of the high. Prince of true believers, first of the enchanting maidens who aspires to the incredible honor of becoming your wife is the beauteous Zubediah, Princess of Constantinople. Alluring as the mirage, pulsing as the Scirocco, agile as the mongoose, Zubediah of Constantinople. And now, O Commander of the Faithful, permit me to call forth the second contestant for your noble heart, Samaras of Bangalore. Samaras of Bangalore will endeavor to captivate you with dances of her native India. Samaras of Bangalore. great Caliph, the three princesses of Ababu. Your wazir wants me to remind you that according to the Quran, he who looks through 3 windows sees more than 1 olive tree. So devoutly do these princesses desire your happiness that they have set aside the natural rivalry of womankind, and each is prepared to marry that third of you, which she can please best. The 3 princesses of Ababu.
The delight of your decision shows in your eyes. All Baghdad will rejoice, and all Ababu as well.
You see no delight in my eyes, Wazir. I have made no decision. A refinement of torture, Omar. Author of no crime, I must select my own punishment. Have you composed the cadence for which I asked? The cadence to prove the futility of love?
I have, All Highest. No one can prove it more conclusively, not even Euclid. Come, fill the cup, and in the fire of spring, your winter garment of despondence fling. The bird of time has but a little way to flutter, and the bird is on the wing. The world moves on, nothing won.
He's making me nervous.
Moves on, and all your deep regret, no wit shall call it back half a sun, nor all your tears wash out a word of it.
I've been looking everywhere for Marcy.
She must be in the women's quarters. I'll find her.
Haj, my dear talented friend. Tell me, is it too late to put a curse on Samaras and Zubadiah?
Too late, too public.
By the way, that was an ingenious piece of wizardry you performed today.
What was that?
Transporting the Caliph's beloved into my own harem.
What?
Wonderful. But you should have told me. I thought all was lost when the Caliph saw her. But I told him the girl was my wife.
What a jeweled brain.
Then just to protect myself, I married her. Get this. She swore she'd kill herself tonight.
My poor friend, a most unflattering decision.
Angry little thing. Can't imagine what attracted the Caliph. What's her name? Marsina, that's it. Marsina.
Marsina? No.
Yes, Marsina.
Oh, Olive, forgive me. Oh, what have I done?
That's all right. She won't be a danger to us long. I had the dressmaker sell her a phial of poison. Look at him, descendant of Muhammad, outwitted by an ordinary mortal. Just goes to show it doesn't sharpen a man's mind just because he wears a golden robe. Imagine, with all his power, he was unable to find her. And a few hours from now, she will have destroyed herself. Perfect, eh?
And some for the glories of this world.
while some sigh for the prophet's paradise to come. Take the cash and let the credit go, nor heed the rumble of a distant drum. For when next you see the day arrive...
Behold, mighty Caliph! Behold!
What have you there?
Only a bare plaque, highest, from your own pool. Look, my lords and ladies, no name is inscribed upon it.
What are you doing? Be careful!
I throw it thus, into the pool. When retrieved from the water, it will bear the bride. Our Caliph will choose.
Put this one on your boot, quickly. It has Ababu inscribed upon it. In your boot, quickly, or you'll spoil the trick.
Lest you suspect fraud, O illustrious one, your noble wazir himself will retrieve the plaque.
The wazir?
Only he can serve the end I have in mind.
Wazir, explain this fellow's arrogance.
A man of wondrous magic, the most potent of wizards.
You vouch for him, then?
O great Caliph, if he be not the most potent and reliable soothsayer in all Baghdad, may Allah strike me dead within the hour.
A mighty oath for so casual a question.
He never makes mistakes. He's infallible.
You may continue.
Your indulgence, all highest. Too much light quarrels with my art. May they smother the torches. Now? Now. This trick may take a short time, most tender of lords. All the way to the bottom, my brilliant assistant. Never fear, Hodge is here to help you. This trick, if you trouble to try, will assist you to understand the infinite slowness of eye compared to the speed of the hand. Give me your foot. My foot? The foot with the plaque in it.
Now I know you. You're the rhyming beggar who bargained with me on the steps of the mosque.
Who are you? Beggar, emir, magician?
All of them and none of them, O illustrious one. I am a storyteller. My tale is a story of grief, of weird and unnatural sin, of evil beyond all belief. And it happened, this tale that I spin. Oh, descendant of Muhammad, and the whirlwind and the comet, will you venture us a verdict on a fiend? Will you condescend to trust us with the way you'd render justice to the most inhuman monster ever weaved?
He seems to be struggling. I didn't know you were a magician. I swear he was drowning.
He struggles well, doesn't he? All part of the illusion, of course. I assure you he's doing exactly what I wish him to do. Oh, gentle ruler, be not angry when I say your people have been told your heart is broken. Perhaps your heart has died. What sentence would you pass if your love were lost because a lie were spoken? What sentence upon the man who lied?
Why do you ask? Whom do you accuse?
A lover of torture, a drinker of tears, who laughs aloud when the innocent weep, and to all beseechment turns stone-deaf ears. O drinker of tears, drink deep.
Who is this man? Name me his name.
A bargain, great Caliph. His sentence first.
I would order his death, without delay and without mercy.
I thank you for your verdict. It has been carried out.
Light the torches! Light the torches! Nobles of Baghdad, apparently our wazir was a very poor judge of magicians. He has paid the ultimate price. Great lady, I commiserate.
Not for my sake, I hope. Don't harm him. No sentence has been passed.
Marcina!
Father, what is it? Why are they holding you?
Release him.
Marcina, there's no reason to fear ever again. The wazir is dead.
Is it true? Am I free?
It's true, my dear. Our husband is dead.
Oh, noble Caliph!
Silence! For a crime such as yours, there is no defense to be spoken.
No, no defense to be spoken.
but a living defense, a breathing one.
The gardener? Here?
Not the gardener, Marcina, the Caliph!
And the magician's story was true. Marcina. Did he say your name was Marcina?
Only Marcina. I am no more than I seemed.
And I no less than I seemed. No less lonely and no less in love.
All highest. Before we continue, would you pardon Hajj?
Oh, no. Don't ask that. Under the circumstances, it may embarrass the All-Highest to pardon his, father-in-law. Oh, illustrious one, let me help you to compose this most difficult of verdicts against Hajj, who never once in his life did right, and yet who never once wronged anyone. Condemn the scoundrel to some dreadful oasis. At least a week's camel journey away. Force him to take with him the wife of the late Wazir and all the property she can get her hands on before the accounts are audited. Condemn him to lighten her sorrows and to toil constantly to remove grief from her heart.
You have just sentenced yourself to a lifetime of hard labor.
And finally, O Prince of True Believers, take from Hajj his greatest treasure, his daughter, Marcy. Take her away forever by marrying her to the end of her days.
Such is the Caliph's pleasure, and so he orders.
Play on the cymbal, the timbrel, the lyre. Play with appropriate passion, fashion, songs of delight and delicious desire. For the night of the night.
Come where the so well-beloved is waiting.
Where the rose and the jasmine mingle.
Why tell her the moon is for
mating.
And 'tis sin to be single.
Tis the night of my nights.
Princess come, princess go. An hour of pomp and show. They know, princess come, but over the sands of time they go. Wise men come, ever promising the riddle of life to know. Wise men come, oh, but over the sands, the silent sands of time, they go. Lovers come, lovers go, and all that there is to know, lovers know, only lovers
It was easier to, very easier to